Hey guys, we're back again. This is going to be my 1 week review with the OnePlus 10T. The reason why I decided to go for this phone is the price range. It is $650 at launch price, $50 more than the Google Pixel 7, but it does have a lot of high-end specs. 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage is pretty standard. But the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 is the latest and greatest for Snapdragon. You see that in the Galaxy Z Flip 4 and also the Z Fold 4. And overall, it works pretty well on this phone just in terms of battery life. And even on the Z Flip 4, I've seen like significant improvement in battery life as well. So just having a high-end chip does make a big difference. You see in the Google Pixel 7 series, overall they tend to have mediocre battery because the G2 chip is not that great and it does tend to overheat more while gaming. But the OnePlus 10T has been great so far. My favorite feature is just the fast charging. Can't rave about it enough. In the US you get 120 watt fast charging, so under 20 minutes you can get 100% battery. And for battery, I've been getting about 11 hours consistently on a normal daily basis and anywhere from 4 to 5 hours of screen on time. It is consistently averaging close to 5 hours. Compared to when I was using the Pixel series, I was getting anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. Fast charging is so good that you don't even really need a long battery life really. Because if you were to go somewhere, even if you take a quick shower, get changed, if you plug it in, by the time you're done getting ready, it's almost always at 100%. So I really do love that feature. And the minute you plug it in, you can see the numbers start climbing up rapidly, and it's a pretty cool experience. It's a large looking display at 6.7 inches, and at this price range, I think it's really good value. It is the same size as the Google Pixel 7 Pro, and you gotta pay $900 for that. So this phone is slightly more expensive than the regular Pixel 7 at launch price, but you're getting a bigger screen. 120Hz is there as well, perfect for gaming, scrolling. And with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip, gaming is super smooth, no lag, no stutter, no overheating. There were days where I go hours gaming on this phone and it does not miss a beat. It's a great phone on a budget if you just want high-end specs and raw power. Some of the cons of this phone is definitely the camera. It does leave a lot to be desired. I've tried using it in different lighting situations, different camera modes, but the fact of the matter is it's just not that good. Maybe if you're in the perfect lighting condition under the sun, you can manage to get some good photos, but just in general, normal everyday life quality, taking picture of food in dark restaurant, even the zoom at 10x, it looks terrible. So I would not recommend zooming at all on this phone. The macro camera is a little bit confusing, and I find that the regular camera looks better and just more intuitive. Every time I use the macro mode, the camera just doesn't turn out that good. It tells me to get 4 centimeters to a subject, but the phone is blocking away, so I don't even really know when am I 4 centimeters unless the lens is touching the subject or something like that. So I don't like the macro camera or just any of the camera on the OnePlus 10T in general. No alert slider is a bummer. I'm not sure why OnePlus decided to get rid of this year. It's been part of their identity since day one. Luckily, it is coming back on the OnePlus 11. They made a mistake, but they're bringing it back. I mean, it's not the end of the world. None of the other Android phones have it either, but it was something that always was exclusive to OnePlus. So it's odd to see that they left it out along with the Hasselblad branding. Maybe they're just saving it for the Pro model, but they spent so much money on a partnership. It is odd that they did not put a good camera in this phone. But with any mid-range phone around this price, they always gotta make sacrifices, and unfortunately OnePlus made sacrifices with the camera. It's also no wireless charging, and it is only IP54 water resistant, which is okay. Even phones like Samsung that's IP68 water resistant, I try to avoid water for the most part. In the past, I've tried swimming in a pool with those phones, and then what you end up experiencing is this water error issue, that there's always going to be a little bit of water stuck in there, and sometimes it can take days or weeks to come out. And the downside of that is ever since Samsung's exploding phone with the Note 7, they've been extra cautious with their battery. So they wouldn't even let you charge your phone if there's any moisture inside of the phone at all. So my way around that is to have like a wireless charging that is standing up. I mean, you can put in rice and stuff, or just leave your phone standing up for the longest time. But anyways, that was a long about way of saying just water resistant. A lot of phones these days, they are built pretty well, and most of them are water resistant regardless if they have a rating or not. Just in general, rain proof, splash proof's okay. Just can't go swimming in the ocean with it. One thing that's been disappointing with OnePlus so far is I was expecting fast software updates, But in the US with the T-Mobile model, I'm only on Android 12. Still patiently waiting for Oxygen 13 to get the latest and greatest software. So that's definitely unfortunate there. I do miss all the Google AI softwares that the Pixel 7 have to offer, their faster updates, and all the quality of life improvements. But that's been my quick 1 week review of the OnePlus 10T. Overall, a solid phone, really fun to use, and I enjoy the fast charging. Lots of processing power, really good for gaming. I'm not a big gamer myself, but I do try to squeeze in half an hour or an hour here and there when I have time. And if camera is not your priority, you're just looking for a good phone that will get you through the day, and if you really enjoy gaming, this is probably the better fit compared to the Pixel series. But Pixel series probably the better all-around phone. Just in terms of design, they got the sleek glass design, premium materials. This one's made of plastic. I was watching one of those Jerry Rick video, and the OnePlus 10T is one of the easiest phones to break. I mean, no one's ever going to hold the phone and snap it in half like that. But just give you an idea of the general build quality of this phone. But regardless, I still think all the fast charging, all the power still makes up for it. And it is still a really decent phone if that's what you're looking for. Let me know if any of you guys got the OnePlus 10T or if you have any questions. Please check out my last video if you haven't already. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.